We're here to do a little mini on Final Destination 6 and a trailer reaction.
Why did we decide to do Bloodline? Well, we're supposed to have. If you haven't seen my channel, we did a reaction to the first teaser trailer because I have to recommend you to watch that. How hilarious that is!
Yeah, in that teaser you saw like the guy get killed because he just conveniently has like a nose clipping on his nose, and then he just gets a chain up there, and then that's the thing that can like pull him up and kill him. So yeah, they just had a new teaser earlier today or yesterday, depending on when the video comes out. But yeah, it has Tony Todd on the thumbnail. Rest in peace to Tony Todd. So let's see what this trailer's all about. Yeah, so it's a nice little family doing some grilling on stuff and all that stuff, so nothing too crazy here. Ah, but glass falls down. Seems harmless enough.
Oh yeah, this is by a stupid person
Yeah.
who does not health and safety hazard. If you drop glass next to ice, you have to clear the entire ice. I was like, how do you
Yeah.
not know to do that?
Ah, but you see, the ice is in the thing. And New Line Cinema, you know, that company is in massive debt.
Family, you don't get to pick the one you get. Just gotta love the one you got.
Nice, nice, nice. Seems
Okay.
harmless enough.
Yep, really nothing.
I always knew this day.
Oh, they're not gonna show the death. A lot of tense music for something that seems so normal.
For you.
The glass is like at the top of the. Okay.
There's no way you can miss this.
At least like if it was submerged, then it's like, okay, I guess. But it's like right at the top, like right next to the lime wedge, the lemon wedge. It's crazy.
Years.
Charlie, get up here.
Ah, of course.
Hey, look at that. There's a rack there for some reason.
The rake underneath the.
What? Okay, this family is made of stupid people.
Of a bitch.
Okay, what is this?
Job.
What is
There's a
this?
lot. It's a long coil. Rakes are falling.
Yeah, I want to know what the coil is for. That's a thing.
I don't know. Is that for the grill?
Why would you put a grit inside like all the wires inside a bucket?
Is coming for our family.
Death is coming for the family. Oh. At some point, like, you become too heavy to be using the trampoline, but I don't know. Maybe I'm going too far. Let's. Okay.
Here's the
There's
glass.
the glass.
Why?
Oh.
Why would you do that? Okay, here's the thing. The glass shattered.
Even if you ignore the glass shard that was in the cup, like, you know, the Jenga pieces falls on top of the cup, so you can assume that there would be more glass that's broken. So I don't know. There's other glass pieces of the cup like all around this area, and then includes like the main one that was highlighted earlier in the trailer. But it's more than one piece of broken glass now.
And then you just have to realize this guy walks here bare feet for some reason.
Yeah.
Look at his reaction. What the fuck?
Obviously, Final Destination is known for its like chain of events causing multiple deaths, no matter how contrived and stupid they are.
You have to go back for how they even active the lawnmower. So, do you have a lawnmower at home?
Not anymore.
Have you used one before?
I have used one before, yes.
How are they used?
Well, I mean, there's different types of lawnmowers. There's some with the buttons and some that you have to pull the chain. This one looks to be like a button.
Yeah, you hit a button and somehow the entire thing just drives like a car.
I'm sure you can't just drop one thing and the button presses. Like when you put a force with your thumb to press a button, it would be different than just dropping something onto it. I wouldn't assume it would be equal. There has to be like a level of force given to the button pressing.
Yeah, I do have used a lawnmower before because like health and safety reasons, there's no way any lawnmower just designed be like, here's a button and then it suddenly drives like a car without holding it. My lawnmower, you have to like keep pressing a button for it to work. So.
Oh my god. Yeah, so stepping on the glass made him fall over, and then because the lawnmower's on, his head gets caught. Okay. Yeah, all I saw is a stupid family.
Well, I'm so happy to watch this.
Years ago, I had a
Now there's more trailer dialogue.
Okay, those are like revising history.
premonition that started it all. I
Oh,
saw
that's-
what death was
Rick
about to
Passenger.
do.
Okay, okay, Paul, you have to slowly go through this chain of events.
There was a cork that just went up.
Okay, this.
So
I'll
cork
introduce
hits the chandelier. Okay, it falls to the ground. A vent is turned on. Oh wait, no, this is okay. There's different shots. Kitchen. Oh,
So a piece of decoration from a chandelier cracked the entire glass floor on a skyscraper, used to hold hundreds of people. That was like steel informed glass.
you would assume Gorilla Glass, especially since people dance on it. Yeah,
Like,
okay.
how does that even work?
Yeah, a chandelier piece. Everybody's dancing on this glass, meaning it has to be strong enough to hold a whole party of people dancing on glass. Yeah, okay. This is very funny. There you go. And a
Okay,
full
we have no idea.
explosion.
We have
So we
no
don't know
idea
how.
how this.
I don't think we saw how the explosion happened in the kitchen, but I guess some other chain of events happened there. Okay.
Okay, so this is just a vision from Bragg
I
Passenger.
saved a lot of lives.
So she did save a lot of lives. So wait, so she could see the premonition?
When's your last Final Destination watch?
I swear I have not seen the movies because I know how stupid they are.
My reason for why it's my favorite franchise is like the deaths are so hilarious, but there's like some decent character work for some of the films. So the premise is like there's always one person who has like premonition, so that death is coming for them, and so that the person will have to get everyone out of the place, like get as much people out as possible. But because they cheated death is coming to them one by one. That's the premise. Unfortunately, that's all they know about the premise. There are so many rules they forgot about. This grandma, who was like, how old is she compared to Bragg Passenger?
Definitely generations.
Okay, because you got to look at it further. It's gonna be so stupid. By the way, the longest people have cheat death between like, okay, death is coming for them between after they cheat death coming to them from the past like 5 movies. The longest is just a few months, and this is decades for some reason.
Yeah, so I mean, she's been around for a while. That she hasn't died. She's old and with gray hair.
I mean, she has kids. That's the funny part. Okay.
Lives that
No,
were never
no, that's
saved.
not you. That's not. You can't because the entire structure literally fall down.
It's not just the dance floor. Yeah.
But Death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans.
All right. Just seems like it was a part of the same vision, I guess. Witness the birth.
This book, it will show you everything you need to know
Oh,
to keep our family
okay.
safe.
You have to go for this book because because you haven't seen the first 5 movies, right?
No.
So these are reference to the previous movie. This is Final Destination 2, the log scene, which traumatized the entire generation of driving like behind a log. Which is like, hey, do you remember that? And this girl was like, yeah, this is recorded, which is fine because Final Destination 2 is like the only movie of which everyone they're still survivors.
Be safe.
Okay, this is the plain one.
Of
Go back to the
death.
plain one. That's the most iconic one everyone
We'll
remembers.
show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
Because every single Final Destination movie, aside from like 4, I think, reference the fact that the plane in the Final Destination 1, the thing that causes everything. And it's because the first one is so iconic that it traumatized everyone and it like strengthens the formula of cheating death. When you can't fight, how do you fight an invisible entity you can't defeat physically? And yeah, and how they discover that? Here's the thing: no one knows exactly how does the chain reaction happen. How did what is the death order aside from the main character, which they died already? It's possible they would know, but the thing is, the grandma has been locked away for decades, and she's like, "Here's a book that I know everything." I was like, "Wait, what?" Because it has happened before, like in Final Destination 2, Clearwater's like survived it by locking herself in a mental asylum, and the death has no way to get through to her.
Yeah, but there's also like hand drawings though, right? Like everything is written, like it seemed to be like a blank journal and it was written for a long time with all the details and intricacies and drawings and things like that. So I don't, clearly someone would have had to put a lot of time into this book, so to speak.
Yeah, because like if it were revealed
And
later.
if the old lady is Brett Bassinger from decades ago, I don't know if she's the one who wrote this book. But you're also saying the book is from another film.
No, the event is from another film, but this book she written herself, which I was like, so you're the first victim to cheat death before.
But there's like multiple people who has cheated death.
Yeah. By the way, how old is like because like Bragg Passenger is like in her 20s and this lady is like what 80s, 70s, 60s? I don't know. Okay, so forgive me. When do you have this kind of structure in like 40 years ago? 50 years ago? Jesus Christ. Okay, that is bullshit. There's no way you can find that out.
You don't hear, you can make it. Story. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read it.
Yeah, so basically stay away from pointy stuff. Oh my god, the wind charm is like there's like, ooh, remember the first movie which they have like wind charms just like with like effect stuff? I was like, okay, there's no way you would know that. But you can slow down those few things. It's so stupid. Look, okay, first one.
Glad.
Yeah. they just draw a fucking devil. I have no idea. I mean, I think this is referencing Free, which Tony Todd voiced the devil from the roller coaster.
I don't think it's a devil. I think so. I think it's literally like a beaker falling on somebody's head.
Oh,
It looks like a lab test tube falling on somebody's head, killing them.
that was not a thing in the last 5 movies. That's a thing.
I'm sure it's happened a lot though. Of death.
It all started with
Okay, you got your classic charts
Wait,
and
what? That's the
crazy.
beginning of death. Is that what this tagline of this movie is?
All right.
saved.
Witness the birth of death.
What the fuck?
Interesting.
That's some revisioning history right there.
So how do you find the birth of death?
How is this movie gonna try to tell me that this is actually a prequel to? It's gonna explain all 5 movies. Like, dude, this is what Final Destination 5 is about, you dipshit.
So the thing is, like with like Bloodlines, and you're talking about the devil and all that stuff. So probably Breck's character, the old lady, is probably like a descendant of death itself.
There's no way that is. I think the only argument is like they just like try to argue how this causes the chain effect to everything else.
I mean, death be fucking. That's probably what it is.
It all
Almost
started with
there.
Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were
Okay, look at the fucking family.
so
Look at
that's-
how many people there are in the family. Like literally just beforehand. The
Oh,
lines.
so I guess that's their grandma then.
Yeah. Look at the previous one.
It all started with Grandma.
It all started with grandma.
Death is coming.
I wonder what this family tree is for.
Okay,
Death is
so basically it basically means that you start from who died first, who's the first one to die, and who is gonna die next.
For us because we were never.
Okay, and that means
death is dangerous because hold on, I'm just trying to listen to the dialogue.
We were
Death is coming for us because
never supposed to exist.
we were never supposed to exist. Okay.
okay, that's some retconning of history right there.
So,
Okay,
that's what your bloodline meant. Okay.
So in Final Destination 2, it is established if you either give birth to another person or you die temporarily and you come back to life, death is gonna leave you alone. So if she got married and have kids, then death literally just do not give a shit about for a while. It was like, why is death so you just try? Yeah, I'm gonna kill everyone. How does that work?
It just does. Yeah, okay. So the logic is that because this grandma, back when she was Breck Passenger, when she had the vision of seeing how everybody was going to die, which by the way is incredibly stupid, because how does one little knock on the floor of a chandelier piece falling on the piece of glass that everybody is dancing on, one little drop of that, it's like dropping a pin, and that just cracks the entire glass. Honestly, I would believe a kitchen fire blowing something up would be more believable than that. But because that happened, and I guess Breck stopped it from people from dying that way, I guess it just causes, well, first off, like, you see how big that family is. There's a lot of people there. I guess death is messing with her family now because for the shits and giggles, I guess.
Why isn't she dead beforehand?
Guess it's funnier. The 5th film came out in 2011, so
Oh right, I must have forgot about that film. It's not like I watched that like several times before. By the way, that's like my first Final Destination film, so I remember that really clearly. Okay, look at that. No, slow this down. Holy shit. No, yeah, there's like several deaths back to back. You have to watch this.
it looked like they were trying to stop it.
First
So
one.
about to crash.
Okay, this
But it
is
looks
fine.
like they stopped just before the crash happened. I guess that's like they're trying to do the coinkydink kinds of death, but like I think they're trying to stop them from happening. I think death is probably doing things to piss them off. Like that's getting pissed or something.
Okay.
And this one
That's the grandma.
is it the
Look,
grandma?
I don't know. Maybe no, I don't think so. But I think that's the mom.
I think it's the mom. Yeah, yeah, but she's got a hook on the door. Yeah.
Only by embracing
That's
death.
not how it works.
Causes an electrical fire.
What the fuck? Yeah, he just slammed into the door and it causes the entire thing just broke.
Yeah, I think this is Tony Todd talking.
Only by embracing death.
Yeah, that's
Oh, it crushed the head. Okay.
not.
Pass you by.
What the fuck, man? Does no one know how the spinning door works? You just push the other direction.
Only
Yeah.
by embracing death.
Only by embracing death.
Pass you by.
Passed you by. Okay. Okay.
Wait,
Lots of
look at that shit beforehand.
lots of explosions. It's falling off of something high. An explosion. More
Yeah, that's-
explosions.
What was I supposed to make of this? There's like so
And
much
this one,
destruction.
and this one, compositing is really off. Like it looks, you can see the green screen.
I wonder the budget of this film because like I think because previous Final Destination film is not that much budget. It's like 40 million at most.
They have not shared that.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's not actually coming for our family.
Okay, remember this guy?
Oh, it's this guy.
That means he's
the
yeah.
nose piercing guy.
Okay, you have to watch this.
Hold on, let's.
Yeah, the fucking thing just
Maybe
crumbles
that's not
down.
actually coming for our family.
By the way,
'Cause that
here's
would be
a-
crazy.
By the way, wait for us. Wait, just pause here for a bit. I'm just gonna
Oh.
say this: if death
When
can
you-
just
when-
crumble,
Whenever you see this kind of wide shot, okay, come on, that's the oldest trick in the book. But yeah, okay.
I just want to say beforehand, if death can just cause a fucking building to crumble down, you could literally just crumble the building and just kill all the characters. That's all you need to do.
There's really no creativity if like you're dropping a bunch of buildings.
I mean,
it's kind of weak, but yeah.
But you can see there's creativity, like glass dropping in like ice. I was like, oh, that's actually something that people will be worried about. Or like piercing, yeah. And then you got like what do we also think? The spinning doors. Like I guess I don't think anyone will, but sure.
Out of all the places you get your head caught in the corner, you could have just whipped your head back and you'd still be inside the space
Yeah,
and not crushed by the door. But okay.
because they just that's a they copy a death from Final Destination 2, which a woman just got her head stuck in between the elevator. The way that death is also stupid because that death requires like no one literally check the elevator like when it's damaged.
Maybe that's not actually coming for our family.
Maybe death is not actually.
Because that would be crazy.
Okay,
that's a terrible way to end the trailer.
Also, that's literally just copying the death from Final Destination 1, line by line. Not line by line, but like the phrasing is just similar. It's like, I don't believe in death. I control my own fate, and she just got hit by a car.
But we know he doesn't die this way.
Maybe. I honestly,
Which is why
thing.
it's weird to put this in the trailer. Especially when the teaser was like this guy's death.
And then you just realize like which one is he dying? It was like the piercing one or this or this.
I feel like this is a cop out. The other one, I don't know, but then the piercing one they're both stupid. I think the piercing one is at least more creative in death, even though it's stupid.
Stupid. And then you just realize which comes first, because if he got hit by a car, it's like, holy shit, you can really walk really well. You can still do your job.
It doesn't look like that close to him though.
Maybe that's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
See, yeah, it cuts to the title card right when the impact could happen. But he looks too much ahead of the actual car.
Because that would be crazy.
See, he's too far ahead of the
Oh,
of the
so
car.
this is a fake out.
This is definitely a fake out, unless he decides to back like 3 steps. But like, yeah, I think this is a fake out because the car is way too far behind him for that to be an impact. I think the nose piercing one is real. Final Destination. Love that.
Good luck.
Okay, that's literally just the cop. What the fuck, man? You just copy the line from Final Destination 1. Just the thing Tony Todd said.
It's just because it's Tony Todd.
Yeah, I love the guy. Don't get me wrong, but you can literally tell the nostalgia baiting here.
Well, that was the trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. Yeah, that was the trailer of all time.
Yeah, that was
We'll be sure to talk about it when it comes out. See ya, guys.
See ya.